Hello, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Welcome along to a Thursday evening live stream. We have round 2 of the WEC Xperience online championship here on Le Mans Ultimate. And we're in split 2. Interesting. Usually I'm in split 1, or have been recently, but we are in split 2 here for this race, and it's going to be an hour and 40 minutes long with some mixed conditions. It's going to be really interesting in terms of what we are going to be doing in terms of the strategy, because it's saying to fuel stop on my strategy calculator, and basically I need to save 3 laps, but the rain comes pretty much halfway through, so it may be a case that we just go for it and push through the entire race, because there is a pretty likely chance that we're going to have to actually stop twice anyway, to basically, one, for obviously the top up on fuel, but also change tyres onto a set of wets, having started the race on a set of slicks, but then also change back to slicks later on in the race when the track dries out. So it's going to be interesting to see when the race actually starts to rain, when that weather actually hits the circuit. That's going to be the interesting thing here in this race, and that we're going to look out for. But hopefully we can get ourselves qualifying up nice and near the front of the grid, up in the top 10. It looks like there's a reasonable number of hypercars here. 19 in fact in total. It looks like we're number 8 on this grid, so pretty stacked field, I think. But yeah, hopefully we can go well. Practice has been going reasonably good. Pretty happy with the pace that we've been setting so far. So hopefully that can continue into our qualifying session and into the race. We had a good race earlier on in the week on Monday. If you haven't seen that race after this one is done, make sure to go check that out, because over in the prototype trophy, driving the Ford Mustang GT3 car, we started in P9. We lost a position or two on the start of the race in the first sector, but then started working our way back up through the field and ended up getting a podium at the end of it. So really good pace. Wasn't quite able to get there and catch the guys up in front. They did have the margin over me. But again, that was also a mixed conditions race, and that was good fun. We had some good pace at some points, but then there was 2 Porsches that were up in front of me. They were pulling away in a couple of stages, mainly towards the end of the race and the end of the first stint. Otherwise, earlier on in that first stint, we were closing on them quite nicely. Either way, I can see there's a few people lurking. Do say hi if you're here in the chat. It'll be good to hear from you. Hopefully your week has been going well so far. Anything interesting to report? Any news on what's been happening your end? As we are now going to head out onto the circuit, ready for our qualifying session. So let's go ahead and bring the game up so you can actually see what is going on. There we go. So we are heading out towards pit exit. It is the long endurance pits that we are running here today. So a long trundle down pit lane, and we don't have to worry about the red light. Looks like there's a couple of people out on circuit already, possibly starting in their garages down at this end of the pit lane down here. So the majority of us are still working our way forwards, but we're just trying to build some heat into the tyres. Seems a few people are opting to go for softs, which are an interesting choice. I'm not sure that they are going to be the way to go here in this race, because when the track is dry, you cook through softs pretty quickly, pretty easily. Even the mediums overheat coming through Puon and into Piff Paff, so Gonna have to be careful with that. And obviously those on softs might not have done that that little bit of tyre testing and discovered that, or they're very, very clever and they're doing something that I completely overlooked. They might be trying to bargain on the change of conditions, but I think mediums is going to be the tyre to be on, especially for the start of the race as well, in that first stint, where it should be drier. Hopefully, rain will actually align with a pit stop. That would be the ideal, but we shall see. Anyway, building ourselves up for a quali lap here. I have been practicing on lower fuel, so hopefully qualifying will go better than it has done in the past. Me, because usually that is my weak point, is qualifying. But as I've been running all my setup testing on lower fuel, and also actually have a different set between qualifying and race this time, we might actually fare a little bit better. Anyway, here we go. Let's try and get a good first banker lap in. The main bit that I'm worried about in terms of track limits is Eau Rouge and Radion here. It's quite easy to get the line wrong and exceed track limits at the top of the hill. But we got it good. So, 3 to 4 laps of running. Good first sector, purple already. It's good to see, although we've gone deep there. It's going to cost us coming off the exit of the chicane. And again, a little bit deep there as well, so a little bit loose. Someone has now gone quicker than me in that first sector. Are we going purple sector 2? Indeed we are. There is only a couple of cars up in front of us though. And someone has indeed already gone quicker than I have in sector 2, but with how scruffy it was in places, that doesn't really surprise me. Good banker lap, fairly happy with that. Well, that's a bit deep though, not happy with that. That is also in and around the PB already. So this bodes well, providing we're able to hook up the next couple of laps. Not run deep this time. There we go, that's better. Oh, messed that up though. Big time. Again, scruffy there as well. I'm going to bail out of this one. Try and preserve the tyres. So we may need these for the race. Definitely time to be found though. And we are very quick in that first sector, despite running deep. So things are looking hopeful. A little deep there, but we'll line ourselves up for a better exit. We go again. That's going to be an object. See what I mean? With it being important to get that line right at the top of Rouge and Radion. It's very easy if you get the line wrong in the first part. It completely takes you off at the top, and it's very easy to pick up the track limits up there. Even if you avoid the first part, that little left-handed kink, the exit of it, it's very easy to run wide there as well. So it's like it's the whole two parts that you got to watch out for. Someone's done a 59.7. I don't think I can get into the 59s. I might be able to get down closer to a 2-minute flat though. That would be nice. Couple of people in the pits already. And we're going to have one more shot. Alright, here we go. All or nothing. A little bit too much oversteer there on the exit. Good speed out across up over the top though. Climbing up towards VMAX. A little too late on the brakes. It's a scruffy, but trying to make it work. Even if we can gain a few positions, that'll be ideal. That was really bad. Not good. Well, that's disappointing. Bankalap was the one that did it. Jesus. Should have been much better than that. Never mind. Alright. I'm going to very quickly pop to the loop. So be right back a second. We're starting from P8. Okay, we are back.
Teams and drivers go to the grid for a race start.
Alright, so fresh set of mediums we're going to take. There is the little bit of rain that you can see. So this is going to be the setup that I'm going to be running. Hopefully everything looks all good to you guys in the stream. Please give us a thumbs up and all that sort of stuff in the chat if it does. No one said anything as of yet with regards to there being stream issues, so hopefully it's all good and everything looks all good on my end. And that. So yeah, that was a quick look at the setup. It does indeed look like people are going for softs. Interesting. So let's see how this turns out then with that strategy. Oh, thanks you very much, Jensen. Indeed, trying to be the best of British. Right. Let's get everything here set up, ready to go. I'll take 100%. 25 laps it's saying. New wets, and hopefully we don't need to change the grill. Hopefully that's good. Okay, get myself comfy, ready for the start of the race, and hopefully we don't die in this.
Lab has started.
Alright. Let's get rolling. Get ready for the start of this race. Get it on the pit limiter already. Try and generate some heat into the tyres and brakes. Covering the brake here. Hopefully we can avoid any chaos and carnage and pick up some positions as we go along. Looks like a lot of people are actually on the medium tyre rather than that soft. Okay. Alright, ladies and gents, here we go. An hour and 40 minutes. Starting very, very shortly. Right, just waiting for a green light now.
Green flag, green flag.
There it is, good reaction. We've got a bit of space behind us. managed to know the head. A little bit of a sketchy run there for a region Radeon, but we managed to make it. Okay. Some people struggling. Oh, squeezed there by that Toyota. Doing my best to avoid contact. That dirty air is real. Half a point there. Oh. What was all that about? Getting a bit argy-bargy. Jesus Christ. Well, that was a bit unnecessary. Cadillac left me no room. People are really feisty here in this lobby. I know I outbreak myself there, but they are really pushing on each other. Not leaving much room. So let's try and settle back down, settle back in. Thankfully we haven't picked up any damage yet, which is miraculous. Steady gap to the cars behind, which is good. Cadillac outbraking themselves. It's going to allow us through. Purple final sector's nice. See if we can catch that Ferrari up in front. But yeah, that was absolutely terrifying on that that previous lap there with the two Peugeots going side by side through Radeon and then spinning out. Another half point. That's a little frustrating, but never mind. Closing in on the cars in front. And the gap to the leader hasn't increased on this lap either. It's good. My only worry is the big gaggle of cars that are here, all battling away for position. Obviously, we're closing in on them, which is nice, but when they're this close, it's going to be quite difficult to pick our way through. Especially when the leader does have a little bit of a gap to P2 and 3. Got our first GT3 here as well. Obviously a back marker picked up damage somewhere along the line, probably pitted. There goes one car. Again, those 2 spaces, thank you very much. Pass these 2 cars, 3 cars in fact, quickly, that would be fantastic as well. Oh, I would have turned in there for the apex, but the Ferrari dove in and took that. Really do with them not fighting me here. So let me focus on the guys in front. So we're losing a lot of time now. I'm just going to keep my foot in. Just getting shuffled down pretty hard. Jesus Christ, the fighting here in this pack is ridiculous. Piss off. So go around the outside of me. No. I didn't want that. Hopefully things settle down a little bit, please. just looking in such stupid places. I know the Ferrari had the run there, but that Peugeot behind, looking on the exit of Le Combe chicane is just stupid. Certainly is, though. Certainly is. Wish it wasn't happening, because the leaders just romped away with it now. 12.5 seconds up the road. They are now in amongst the GT3s though, so that's obviously going to be holding them up. But yeah, there's zero chill in this lobby at all. Somehow though, we have no damage on the car. That in itself is a miracle in my eyes. Oh. I don't know when to go now. That was really frustrating. That wasn't even an intentional lunge either. There was just no room given, and hopefully we still have the downforce on the rear despite the damage. Frustrating. See what we can do to rescue our race from here. Down in E16. Just as we were about to catch all the GT3s as well. Definitely feel that damage in places. Car certainly feels a bit more understeery than it did. Worked out okay with those two GT3s. Can we stay flat here in Radion? Yes. The car didn't feel too bad. It felt a little bit loose, but it wasn't stepping out loose. What I wanted. Ton of suspension damage to go with it as well. I did try and avoid it, but obviously not enough. Why do all my races at Spa have to have so much drama? I can't recall ever having a smooth race here at Spa. I think one time at in the AOR ACC League has it gone pretty much uneventful for me. Otherwise, every other time it's been an absolute disaster. Even the leader's doing 203.3s. My race pace is 201s. Mid 201s. Obviously, traffic is probably a factor for them here on this lap as well. Gonna get a GT3 here in Radion. It's gonna be the Mustang. I need to remember what lap that incident was on in turn 1. I think it was 5 or 6. Ah, interesting. Here's the rain. Wasn't quite expecting it to be this early. Was that the last one? It was the last GT3. Okay, so we're purely focusing on hypercars now, up in front. I'm quite glad that I haven't gone to do any fuel saving, because that would have been absolutely futile with the rain coming this early. I was expecting it to be much closer to the halfway mark. Grip's still saturated, so let's put that testing that I did just before this race into good use. Just driving on dry tyres in these sort of conditions, trying to figure out basically how long you can go on the dries and what sort of grip levels you actually have. And in these conditions, as the rain's starting to fall, things stay relatively well gripped up. You can kind of push like normal. Obviously, I can't because of the damage that's on the car. I've been saying that lap time here this time round isn't too bad, but then again, the fastest lap that I've done so far in this race has been in and amongst a very tightly packed, feisty bunch of cars. So it's not truly representative of actual pace, but as you can see, like coming out of that final chicane there, that's half a second. Anyway, let's keep an eye on that track status down there in the bottom left. See how quickly the rain actually rolls in and alters those grip levels. Yeah, it's drizzling at the moment. It does get heavier and it'll probably be around for a while, so it will slowly wash that grip away. But with all the cars circulating around as well, that should kind of combat it and hold that grip level up. It's 2031 for the leader. Good pace. Obviously not ideal with the damage that we have, but the damage is actually really quite manageable. Down about 3 kilometers an hour, 2-3 kilometers an hour on the straights, which is surprising considering the amount of damage. So it's probably not even going to be worth actually repairing it. I think the amount of time that we're going to lose will be heavily outweighed by the time that we're going to gain back. .2022. That is more the pace I was expecting from the front runners. Track's now damp. It's damp this early and might be worth repairing that bodywork. I don't know, what do you guys reckon? Still too early for slicks at the moment. I don't know. That's the problem. There's no indication as to how long the damage is going to take to repair. It could quite easily be 30 odd seconds. Don't know how long it takes to repair the various components. And even then, I'm pretty sure it varies depending on the amount of damage that you actually have, rather than just repairing / replacing the component itself. A bit wide here. Soft tyres are not the way to go, unfortunately, buddy. Oh. A couple of cars? Just one, just one. A lot of time here. Ah. God damn it. That's frustrating, trying to time the undercut there or the switchback. Hopefully that hasn't caused too much damage to our car. Hopefully not too much damage to theirs either. How did we avoid that? Jesus Christ. Oh, get me some fresh boxes. The run I wanted. Ah, he's been picked. We are through. Stay over there, please. now. Track grip is dropping. My god, this race is eventful. Thing is, I'm not sure whether it's time to pit yet. In terms of jumping to the wet tyre. It's close. I'm not sure it's quite there. Especially now that we've also actually gone and got ourselves into the clear air. One more GT3. It is good fun, gents. It's frustrating but fun. I reckon it might be this lap, maybe. Very soon, at least. Sorry, I didn't mean to mute the game there. And then mute just my mic, because Alice has returned home. I don't think it's yet. It's close, but not quite. Can't tell if that was the position or not. Red car up in front. It's a freebie. We're 4 laps away from needing the pit anyway. And we're gaining on the cars in front. Paul's going to have 4-wheel drive in places. But it's these sort of conditions that are going to favour the LMH cars. So the Ferrari, Toyota and Peugeot. I don't know if it does. I've not tried using tiny pedal. Be a little bit smoother, brake a little bit earlier in places. We are still catching the cars in front though. This is good. Especially when they have big lockups. That's handy. I think it's wet time now. A few laps early, but I think it'll be worth it. Pretty cautious there, attacking the line, but the pit box. But it is what it is. We're in. But if you're entertained so far, ladies and gents, please give the stream a like. See how far we can climb up the leaderboard with this early jump to the wets. It's forecast. Staying overcast at the moment. Slightly wet. Here we go. I'm not gonna cover the brake too much. Just a tiny little bit to try and get slow heat into the brakes and tyres again. I want to stay close to that 60 as much as possible, try and not lose too much time here in the pit stop. Leaders just going through. No, they're not. They're just behind us. Hopefully we'll clear them. No, not quite. We do crucially, however, stay in front of the GT3s. That's what I was hoping for. Right. Let's see if this move to the wets has paid off. This is going to be vital information for them as well. One more rain. Temperature. Is this going to net us any advantage? We pulled away from P2, but are we catching P1? And the other crucial question is everyone else going to jump to wets or are they going to stay on slicks? So at the moment the track is only slightly wet. Leader's peeling into the pits. Question is, what about everybody else? There they are. So we jumped a bunch of them, but they are still on the medium tyre. That is not the message I want to see. I think everyone else is going to have to pit again anyway. As fuel calculator is saying I'm 5 laps short. Ooh, understeer. I don't think it's got on as wet as it does in practice. jump again. May very soon be time for stick tires. Yeah, kind of trying to be careful. How long ago was it appeared? Wondering if it's been 5 laps yet. Yeah, it slicks. That's not what I was hoping for. Probably should have just let him go. Lap 21. That may not be enough. Might be very, very close then. The guy got to stop and go. Really? Oh, suspension's off on the rear. That's not good. See how bad it is. Avoid those guys coming down the pit lane. Yeah, but I was going to need a splash and dash. Everyone else, if they fuel save, they can make it to the end. It's hard to know at this point. Whether the oversteer is track grip or whether it's the damage. We can take that flat, that's for sure. That's fine. That was rather kind of them. Just about managed to sneak through there. And they must be having a horrible time if their car is slower than mine on the straight. Jeez. Track is still marked as damp. Not ideal. At least we know that we are quicker than the Peugeot. And as good as it does sound, I don't want to be stuck behind it. try and get back up into that top 10. Front's not having a good time if they're doing 207s. Maybe we did a 204, but wasn't exactly the most optimal of laps. You can negate it by lifting. Force for P8 and P9. It's definitely possible for us. Cleared. Still doing 204s. Could be gaining. Not enough though. We'll get ourselves nicely back up into P10. Into P10. Up on our delta, 30 minutes remaining. Gives you an idea just how manic that first stint was when my car is this badly damaged. I'm setting fastest sectors for myself. I'm going up on my delta. It would have been a new fastest lap for me here in this race if it wasn't for the GT3 there in Blanchemont and having to lift. Find the right moment to pass this Ferrari. Okay, let us have it. I'll take it then. Thank you. Don't know what that BMW is doing. Seems to be doing everything but racing. Much rather you didn't. This is really frustrating. This is costing us valuable time in catching the cars in front. Not what I was hoping for. Alright, 34 seconds. A much bigger gap than it should be. Look at that, second and a half already. Yeah, they're now 202s. But at the moment, I don't think anyone in front has got the energy to go to the end. Trying, Black Cell, trying. So they may have to stop anyway. So I've got 12 and a half laps left. There is 11 to 12 laps remaining. And they've got 10% less energy than I have. So unless they start fuel saving massively, they are going to have to make one more stop. Certainly the 3 cars that I can see on the leaderboard in front of us, and also the race leader. Solano behind might be able to make it, as they are, I believe, lifting and coasting. We're starting to take time out of them. Partridge. It's not too bad. It's not great, but it's not the worst. The worst bit about it is my race pace should be mid 201s. Mid to high 201s, I reckon I could do. If the car was perfect. obviously never got round to actually realising that pace. No way was that half a point. Where are the track limits? Thank you. That was really pushing it. That was bad of me. What is going on up ahead? BMW's decided to move a little bit. As to what these icons are in chat next to your names. You've got crown icons with hash and then a number. In chat, that is. Oh, G2 and GT3 is going very slow. Who has spoken the most? Ah. Well, Jensen, at the moment, you're winning. But yeah, that's something that's new. We might have to do a little bit of fuel saving. Okay. So I've got 9 laps remaining. That should be enough though. It might be because of my hybrid map that I was on. Where I was recharging. Would have been saving quite a bit of battery. How long do we reckon it takes for them to trundle through the pit lane? They're all going to have to splash and dash. So I reckon they're probably going to lose 4, maybe 5 seconds actually stopping in the pit box itself just to top up that last little bit of fuel/energy that they're going to need. But it's the actual time going through the pit lane on a pit speed limiter that it's going to be the curious thing. Especially where this pit stop or pit lane is so long. I reckon it's going to be about 30 odd seconds, so we could get a P7 here. Whether it's going to be more than that, very hard to tell. Seconds. What, that they're going to lose? Not in the pit lane, surely it's going to be longer than that. Or do you mean 14 seconds from pit exit to the braking zone of the Colm? This is the endurance pits as well, by the way, so you enter the pits at the normal point, but you don't get off the limiter until you're at the bottom of a rouge. Looks like some cars in front are really trying to start fuel saving hard now. Those 40 seconds. So potential P6. I think P5 and P4 are too far away. Yeah, unless P5 and 4 fill up basically a full tank accidentally and change tyres, don't think I've got any hope in catching them. I'd be pretty amazed if we get P6. Oh, P9 and someone's had a tangle. What's going on there? Laps that, 42. It's one less position to worry about. Yeah, they're all going to have to stop. I was momentarily up into P4 at one point. When I switched to the wet tyres and everyone else was on dries, but obviously when I was entering the pits I got hit by P2 and that obviously cost me a lot of time. I try not to door. We are holding ground with the race leader. The rear tyres are starting to give up. Highway's not too bad. Ooh, someone behind's got to drive through. That's going to be very, very costly for them. No doubt, exceeding track limits one too many times. Trying not to use brake for turn 9. Definitely do need to. Just a little bit. There we go, there's someone in the pits. V5. I think they're back out already. Yeah, I see him go through the Combe chicane now on the track map. I didn't even enable it. It's just something that's come in from this stream today onwards. It wasn't there Monday night, so it must be an update on YouTube's end sometime between now and then. But it is quite a neat little feature. Yeah, it's a good way of farming engagement. When are they going to jump with the pit stop? That's a big question. He's going to have to come in on this lap. Gil might do similar. Race leader's going to have to pit this lap. Well, actually, are they? Nope. He can go to the end. Which might have saved Gil's bacon. Man, if it went one more, that would have forced Gil to stop. I mean, he's not home safe yet. He's going to have to... He'll save a fair bit still. Across the line, P7 in the end. Wow, what an eventful race that was. Blimey. That was chaotic, to say the least. Absolute calamity that was. It's nice to give the hand to rest because they're quite hot, sweaty, and yeah, new gloves, which is nice and fun. They get embedded in, but they're still a little bit tight. Yeah, I probably should have beaten Paul. I reckon I would have been up there on the podium relatively comfortably. That's what I was at least hoping. That's a lot of DNFs. Wow. Was not expecting that much. Right, let's go back and take a look at the final results, and then we shall take a look at the replay. Only 1 place gained. We still gained driver rank. Amazing. Damn, someone must have disconnected. Still gained safety rating as well, despite the pretty heavy contacts with a couple of other people. So I'm guessing there was some S3 retirees. 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay. Well, still managed to gain rating, oddly enough, which is nice. I'm not sure how many points we got on that. Interesting. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at the standings. Not the standings, sorry, the replay. See if the standings have updated. No, standings are down. Okay. I think there was an issue with one of the updates, so they may not be doing the points anymore. They might be struggling to keep track of that. But yeah, let's take a look at the madness that was the start of this race, because that was wild. Unnecessarily so. Amusing and kind of fun, but also low-key frustrating as well. Just getting sent unnecessarily by people a lot of the time. Oh, but yeah, please give the stream a like if you enjoyed that one, because that was good fun. It would be good to get some more eyes and people seeing that. best sim at the moment? I don't know. Trying to put the content aside, I haven't given the new iRacing tyre update a go, so I don't know what that is like. It's certainly the one that I'm enjoying the most at the moment. Whether it is the best is arguable. Obviously, I feel like we're in a little bit of a unfinished phase in terms of the tyres for the GT3s. Feel like they've gone a little bit too far and need a slight tweak back. Likewise, the hypercar cars don't have the updated tyres yet, so it's a bit like that's unfinished there. I feel like the wet weather driving is very much lacking at the moment. It's very simple, basically just a grip modifier, and there's not much else to it, so that needs an update. And there's various different things that it can do with the real road side of things to improve it there, to bring it up more to standard. But let's see how this got on. Slow Ferrari in the background. A couple of cars gaining position straight away. Managed to keep it nice and clean there on the outside. I think we did manage to nose ahead of the Toyota. Oh, interesting. Let's go on board here. Give us a good overview of the cars battling up in front. Just outbrake myself a little bit there, or else I probably could have made that move work. And that worked well for the Toyota. Yeah, I only really play iRacing for the special events, and even then this year I've not done many of them, as I've not been available to do them. Might be able to do one or two towards the end of the year, but I'm looking forward to LMU doing special events with the driver swaps and things like that. So if you're looking for a team, feel free to join my Discord down in the description below, because I'll be looking to set one up in the very near future. I mean, I've got a team already made within LMU. Just need to get other people into it and get us all racing together. And obviously when driver swaps come, we can participate in quite a bit of action. That was a little bit frustrating there. That'll be why I got the hit there on the outside, because the Peugeot was me joining and it was 3 wide. I didn't see that. I only saw 2 wide. But yeah, feel free to join the Discord. Let us know what your Steam name is in the general chat on there, and I can get you added. There is the death of 2 Peugeots. The losing of 1 position off the back of it. Did we lose the position to the Cadillac as well? Yes, we did. Amazingly, despite the contacts that we've had so far, I don't pick up any damage at this point. Speed things up a little bit. So we really did initially drop back. We did quite quickly catch back up again. Yeah, that's where we picked off the Cadillac. See cars up in front, battling away. Get closing down. This is where things started to get real feisty again. So I think that red and white Porsche up in front, that was on soft tyres. If I remember correctly. This is quite a nice pass game. Done on the Ferrari there. And this is what I was thinking. Great. Past the 2 cars here in the pack, just 3 more to go. I just need to find a good opportunistic moment to try and make the move on them, but didn't quite work out in the end. Yeah, Ferrari kind of stuck their nose in there. But obviously, with the cars battling in front, that was holding us up. Pretty close between me and the Ferrari. The exit of turn 1. I think this is where I went on the move on a Toyota. And thought better of it. Almost had a run on the Porsche. And again here. Although this is, yep, the move. That was it. Got nerfed wide by the Porsche. I probably would have been through there otherwise. Defending very hard. Very close with the Peugeot. And this is where... Nope. I thought we were going to get touched by the Peugeot there. It's on the outside here, I think. Yeah. And annoyingly, Ferrari stuck very nicely to the rear of my car through here, so they had a good run. I don't know what this Peugeot was thinking having a look here. That was never going to work. Meanwhile, at this point, where is the race leader? Down at Puon. Bumping away. Now it's 10-12 seconds. We're on lap 6. It's 2 seconds a lap average that we're losing. Yeah, this is... I think they might have braked a little early. And then, yeah, again, help round. And that was frustrating. I vaguely remember something happening on lap 10. Not there then. Lap 42, yeah, I remember that. There was definitely a very close call on one of the laps. That I remember, at the top of Radion. I think it was on this one. Should have had that move. I think it was here. I think it was on this lap. 14. Yep, it was. That's got to be an off-board shot. Take a look at that. So unbelievably close. Oh, does it really do it justice? We must get so unbelievably close. Oh, wrong. So I don't think Flynn does anything wrong here. It's just that guy getting it horribly misjudged in terms of timing. And then there they go. Here comes us. Is there a rear shot? Where's the rear shot? So close. Hello. Yeah, I think that's probably as close as I'm ever gonna want to get. In that situation. Turn 14 could be taken better if you get that front tyre, just nip the grass edge, it'll take the rear a bit and you can maybe stand on the throttle early. Turn 14, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 14 being Stavolo. This is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Or do you mean the exit of that one? So I don't think you want to be getting too high up on that curve there. Considering it's gradient going up, it tends to bounce and cause the car to understeer wide. So I think you actually might mean the exit of Biff Baff here. Smarted this. Around the outside. Right, what was it? Lap 42 was a big one. Here it is. What's all this about? Oh. Oh. Some intentional wreckage. That's not good, and obviously the car's very much screwed, even more screwed. Interesting. Right. Jump away from all that. Let's go and find that pit stop that we did. Lap 21 we pitted, didn't we? So lap 25. Turn 19, get that front right tyre up over that red sausage curb, get a little better exit for turn 20. Otherwise, it's honestly needed for improvement. 19 being this corner. If I hadn't outbraked myself here, I think I probably would have been alright. But yeah, that was annoying and unfortunate for us both. Yeah, so in the hypercars, I don't like to take that sausage curb. I like basically doing what I'm doing here, getting onto that inside curb. And I could have been tied to that one here on that lap. But yeah, I'm not sure if it's possible to take it in the hypercars. Certainly in the GTs, you can, that's for sure. As they can take the curbs a fair bit more aggressively than the hypercars, but I don't want to be losing that downforce. But yeah, thank you very much for the pointers though. And I think you said to not brake for turn 9, which probably possible on a qualifying lap, or certainly brake a lot less. But yeah, it's going to be tricky to get rid of that habit. But nonetheless, thank you very much everyone for tuning in. It's a dramatic race, to say the least. But yeah, it's still very, very cool to see a few more people tuning in. At this point, I think I saw over 30 odd viewers, which was it's nice to have plenty of people, and it's cool to have plenty of you chatting away as well. So thank you very much for watching and supporting this evening. If you enjoyed it, please obviously leave the stream a like, and also consider subscribing if you're new here and you have yet to do so, as I'll be streaming Mondays and Thursdays every evening, 7 o'clock UK time, for the various, or the two, shall I say, online championships here in LMU. So yeah, plenty of action still to come. Bit of a shame that I didn't get the podium that I was probably hoping for in this race here today, but nonetheless, it is what it is. You can't always have it go your way, and Spa never really goes my way. I like the circuit doesn't like me, for whatever reason. Anyway, I hope you have a good rest of the week and have a good weekend. I look forward to seeing you on Monday. Until then, though, have fun, stay safe. Thanks very much for tuning in. Take care.